Yeah, it's Oscar weekend. You know, people are going to be thinking about movies, so the theaters are going to be busy. So I thought I'd volunteer my services, you know, help out. And I know just the place.
It's a beautiful day, don't you know? It's a beautiful day.
This is The Thread.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, well, it's Oscar weekend. Everybody's going to be thinking movies. You're probably going to be busy, so I thought I'd come and offer my services to help out a bit.
Well, that'd be okay, but maybe I'll show you around. I'll give you a tour maybe of the theater.
Yeah. Show me around. Then we'll find where I fit in.
Okay, we'll find a place.
Yeah. Why a theater?
The community told us, right? Our work is driven by the voice of the people that live here. And they said, boy, we'd love to have some entertainment options because we just don't have any now. We're not the smartest guys around, so we started asking, hey, how do you get a movie theater? They heard about where we wanted to put the movie theater, and they were like, ooh, not too sure about that. Did some research that said on a per capita basis, our community saw movies at a higher percentage than most of the region. Put the dollars together, put the resource together, and over 2 years ago, the 24-1 cinema came up out of the ground, and it's been a great success ever since. 2017, we had just shy of 75,000 people come through our doors. Our ticket price is $5.50 and $8.50, most reasonable prices in town. So you can bring your family, you can bring your kids here. 24-1, there are 24 municipalities in the boundaries of the Normandy Schools Collaborative. We believe that the center of a strong community is a strong public education system. Folks came together and said, we want strong communities, engaged families, and successful children. It's really grassroots, right? How do we do things different and better, not this top-down, you know, you're all are bad and we're going to bludgeon you into submission. It's really about people living here saying, yeah, we know we have to change and we want to change, and we're going to try to make things better. People reach out to me about the movie theater more than anything else we've done, and we've built lots and lots of housing. We've built a grocery store. We've done lots of other wonderful things in this community. But when this thing opened up, oh my God, people were like, wow, we get a movie theater in our community.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think it is that a theater has that kind of draw?
You know, you go from shelter to food to the basics, right? This goes beyond basics, right? This is something extra, right? This is entertainment, right? We get to have this thing that no one thought that they were going to have, right? And get to celebrate for a change versus always having to say, oh, it's not that bad here. Oh, don't listen to the things you hear. It's okay here, knowing they want things to be a little bit better. We've seen great strides, school districts getting better. Again, we've seen a lot of housing investments being made, a lot of work to be done, but this is a great testament about the power of what's possible.
Chris, I love what you're doing here. This is awesome, and the community seems to just be eating it up.
They love it. They're so proud of it. It's the best thing we've ever done.
That's really cool. Hey, you know, you got to be excited for this weekend because it's Oscar weekend. People are going to be thinking movies. Have you seen the Oscar movies? Have you liked that Thread Phantom one? Have you seen?
Thread Phantom?
Yeah, Thread Phantom. You seen that one? It's up for Best Picture.
I think it's Phantom Thread.
You sure?
That Zell is crazy skinny.
You know, you're not that skinny.
What are you talking about? Are we even looking at the same person?
I think
All right,
so.
Here, watch this. Hey, Zell,
Yeah.
do that thing where you go Phantom.
Sure thing, no problem. Check this out. Ooh. Pretty cool, right? The Phantom of the Thread is here. See what I did there? See, because I got the mask. Yeah, like a Phantom of the Opera.
He was skinny. I didn't say anything about it being funny.
Absolutely.
Shut up, y'all. You see what he did there? You see what he did with the mask and Phantom and the thread? And I mean, you could just feel the emotion in that performance, right? I mean, it's just right there.
Kind of.
Kind of.
A little bit.
Oscar, you think, maybe?
No, I don't think so, Tim. No.
But I love what you're doing here at the theater. And I love how you say it's really not about the theater, it's about the people.
It is.
And that's your main focus.
That's what this is about.
It's what it's about at Cambridge Engineering. I visited their company this past week, and they make sure that it's all about the employees. And they're all about making sure it's the employees who take ownership of the company.
Can't see myself going anywhere else.
It's all like a family here.
This is where I want to be. I love to come here every morning.
Our existence as Cambridge is to glorify God by enriching the quality of every life we touch. I think it goes back to the family. I was actually attracted, I was a friend of the owner, John Kramer. His heart is always for building up and growing people.
When you see the culture that's been created here, what runs through your mind?
Well, yeah, it really blows me away, but really finding, people, who they are, besides just of being a worker.
What is the secret here of getting people invested and taking ownership?
Well, I think you saw some of it in the morning meeting. It's really having a daily rhythm where we have an opportunity for people to be encouraged, to step into leadership, to actually express courage and step out of their comfort zone and speak in front of people. So we do that every day. It's an all-company meeting, and it's shared leadership. So it's voluntary-led. The agenda is basically 5 minutes of it on the front side is stretching, and they can share anything they want to with the company. It's their mic, it's their time. The next thing we do is share what we're grateful for, and so anybody can grab the mic and share a moment of gratitude.
I'm extremely grateful we've been doing the morning meetings that we do here at my house at dinner time with the family.
The same model that we use here to change our culture, many of us are using to change our families.
So I'm grateful for what we do here because it's changing the way I do things at home.
So the videos are pretty crazy. We've actually had, these 120 folks have made 5,000 videos over the last 3 years. They make them on their own. They make a selfie video of what their struggle was and what they've improved. They get to put themselves out there and share their idea. And once their idea is out there, anybody can take it, grab it, and improve on it.
We get to fix what bugs us around here. We get to constantly improve.
It seems to me that you've tapped into the fact that your greatest resource is your people.
Yes. Yes.
And you're letting them express that, and their creativity's coming out.
I like to have the freedom to change things on my own, and they give us the freedom to do that.
And we realize that we're not the smartest people in the room. We're surrounded by the smartest people in the room. And humility opens doors to be able to tap into that.
We manufacture heating and ventilation equipment for warehouse, distribution, and manufacturing facilities.
So that's what you manufacture.
That's what we manufacture.
What are you producing?
We're producing leaders and we're growing people. And everybody knows it, and it's on everybody's mind every single day.
Chris, here's another interesting thing they do on the daily. So they have different cleaning crews that are cleaning the bathrooms and around the area, and it's oftentimes the CFOs right alongside the workers cleaning the bathrooms.
I love that.
Isn't that awesome?
What a great idea.
Yeah, and now they're working to try to show other companies how they do their business, inviting them in to come check it out. There was actually a tour going on while we were there, just showing other people, hey, here's how we do things. Maybe you want to give it a try.
That's fantastic.
It's really cool.
I love that idea.
It's awesome. Hey, speaking of jobs, man, I think I found a place where I fit in here.
Here?
Yeah, I think I could usher. Yeah, no, I think it'd be great.
Tim,
Yeah, I mean, I'm checking on people like, hey, hey kids, what are y'all doing back there? What are you doing? Cut that out. And then, hey, quit kicking the seats in front of you. Quit kicking Chris's seat. That's enough for you, son. You're out. What do you think? Look, I'm escorting myself out. You think it? Job? Hired?
No.
Yes.
The Thread, brought to you by Bomarito Automotive Group.
This is Frank Bomarito. You'll get a bigger selection and better value when you visit any Bomarito location. State-of-the-art showrooms and the most advanced service centers. Bomarito has over 8,000 new and 2,000 pre-owned vehicles, all with Missouri's best pricing, greatest financing, and lease options for everyone. Nobody has more. Nobody sells more. Your next car is at Bomarito or Bomarito.com. We're in every neighborhood.
All right, Eric, help me out. What are pure-grown diamonds?
So obviously technology's advanced, and we're able to grow a pure diamond now from the purest form of diamond crystal. So what you get is an extraordinarily gorgeous diamond. Well, the other thing that's nice about it is they're less expensive than a mined diamond.
Fellas, you listening? Just saying.
And they do all different shapes, all different sizes. You tell us what you want and what your budget is, and we'll make it happen.
If you're in the market for jewelry, make your way to Newsteaders, where honesty and integrity meet.
There's certain things I can't do, but I still get up every morning and do it. Someone once told me, but you don't look sick. Just like anyone else, I eat right, exercise, and get the right amount of sleep. Some days, this is easier said than done. If it was up to me, I would stay in bed all day. Friends don't understand me canceling on our plans when I'm tired, and work doesn't understand why I call in sick when I sound just fine. It's hard to understand when you can't see anything wrong. I'll handle tomorrow when it gets here. Each day is a different hill to climb. I am 21 years old, and I have lived with lupus for 7 years, and I'm not the only one. Over 5 million people worldwide struggle with lupus every day. To learn more about this disease, go to lupus.org. By knowing more, we'll be able to answer the questions that surround this mysterious disease.
Chris, how's it going?
Tim.
I found a job. I'm going to work concession stand. Yeah, I'm making popcorn right now.
Now, Tim, make sure you close the lid. It's the most
Yeah.
important. You have to close the lid.
Gotta close the lid. Yeah, hey, I hear you've had some great success with a certain superhero movie.
Black Panther's been off the charts good. 31 consecutive sellouts, the highest grossing film we've ever had at the 24-1 cinema.
You know, I'm a bit of a superhero myself.
Superhero?
Yeah.
What are your powers?
I'm glad you asked.
He's loud, he's quick, he's gonna make you sick. He's a loud, annoying man.
Oh, Virginia!
What? You're loud. What? Woo! There's no dead air with you. It's like nonstop. Mama! Stop that. You met another and you was gone.
Darn. He's a loud, annoying man.
So yeah, I don't know if you caught that, Chris, but I'm loud and annoying. That's kind of, I don't know if it's really a superpower, but maybe it's more of a description.
The lid.
Like the lid? You like it? The visor? It works on me, doesn't it? The lid?
To the popcorn, the most important thing.
Oh, the lid! The lid.
What's your superpower?
It's not popcorn. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can clean that up.
Yeah.
Hey, but there is an organization that's really making sure that kids know that they have some special powers. Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah, they're called Tiny Superheroes. We're celebrating people moving to the needs of people. It's time for this week's Home State Hero, brought to you by Home State Health.
Tiny Superheroes is an organization with a mission to empower kids as they're overcoming illness or disability. So we send superhero capes to kids all over the world to empower them and give them hope, courage, and strength. I was making superhero capes for fun, and I came across a blog of a little girl named Brenna, and I was super inspired by her family's strength through a very difficult diagnosis, and I thought she must have superpowers to survive what she has. So I sent her a cape, and long story short, I just never stopped, and this is our 5-year anniversary. A win for me is definitely seeing the kid in the cape in their circumstance, so sometimes they wear it to chemo or wear it to therapy. When we are actually able to empower them to be them, that's all I care about. After you see thousands of families who could wish for way more than they have, or wish for things to be different than what they are, but they're grateful and joyful, it really helps you take a look at your own life and figure out a way to be grateful and joyful for what you have. Most importantly for me, the cape is like the start of our relationship with them, and the Tiny Superhero Squad is something that's active, and we want them to know that they're extraordinary all the time, not just when they get their cape. We do monthly missions where kids can get a mission in the mail every month, and so I really want Tiny Superheroes to be an active part of their childhood.
The kids are interactive, they're very excited. They want to learn, they want to ask questions, they want to tell their own stories about why they're a superhero in their own mind.
If we think of each other as like squad mates, like we're all superheroes on the same squad, then what makes you special is different than what makes me special, but we need each other. Sometimes they really open up and maybe they've lost someone really close to them, and I think it's powerful to create an environment that they feel safe in, and I hope that it lingers.
Oh yeah, Chris, I love that organization. They're doing some awesome stuff, and seeing the schools get involved, it's even better. It gets you started right there. And here you're gonna need this soda to wash it down. There's some hard stuff in there, but that's gonna do you good, right there. You don't think this is the place for me either?
Usher, no. Concessions, probably not.
You know what I am cut out for?
What's that?
Being a game show host, because I've got a seat and some questions. You know what that means? It's time for the hot seat, brought to you by Artman Furniture. Oh yeah, we've got Chris in the hot seat, ready to go, and we're at 24-1 Theater, and it's gonna go be a party 24/7 now. Y'all ready to go?
I'm ready to
You ready to help him out?
I'm ready to
All right, here we go. All right, the theme is movies, Chris. Questions will be all about movies. We'll start the clock 30 seconds after I read the first question. You ready to go?
Yes.
All right, here we go. This is the most popular snack at the movies.
Popcorn.
Yeah, yes. What's the difference between a movie and a film?
It's longer.
It's longer. I like it. I'll take it. Absolutely. All right. In the theater, silence is
golden.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Name the movie. Stella! Stella!
A Streetcar Named Desire.
Yes. All right. And one more. And I'm telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I ever know. No, 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 no way. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you. What's the movie? What's the movie? Anyone?
Oh my God!
You were singing it.
I know. I just know the song. Oh wow!
Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls. Yeah, absolutely. And you, and you, and you, you're gonna love me. Yeah. Chris, you just conquered the hot seat. Brought to you by Art Van Furniture.
Hang on, because for 3 days only, Art Van Furniture is putting style on sale. All urban, modern, best sellers discounted. And Saturday, take an extra 20% off the sale price or pay no interest till 2020. Get the lowest price in America guaranteed on the Magnolia Home Collection, Cindy Crawford Home, and more. The 3-day sale at Art Van Furniture, Saturday, now open in St. Louis. See it all at artvan.com/St. Louis.
What's up, Threadheads? Thanks for checking out the show. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you each and every week. You know, as we step into season 2, we're starting our new status as a non-profit, and we really want to expand the scope and ministry of the Thread. We want to come to your community and connect you with those folks who are moving to the needs right in your own backyard. You know, we are so thankful for the platform we've been given by Fox 2 to bring this show into your home each and every week. They've been an amazing partner. But we're not owned or operated by Fox 2. This is an independent show, and we need your support to keep the mission going. A couple of ways you can help us do that. You can go to our webpage, thethreadstl.com, click on donate. You can make a donation of any amount to support the cause. Next, you can go to the shop page. That's our store where you can buy all kinds of cool Thread gear. We've got t-shirts, we've got hats, so you can suit up with us. So make sure you get your gear, join the team, and help us Thread up, y'all. What? Our time's almost up together already? You mean I gotta wait till next Saturday? That's way too long. We gotta catch up during the week. I got a great idea. Hey, why don't you follow us on social media? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know, we've got content that doesn't actually fit on our 30-minute show, right? And we're adding new messages all the time. So follow us, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's our way to keep up with you throughout the week. And we can thread up all week long. Follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. See you soon. Chris, man, I'm sorry about the popcorn, man. Could have happened to anybody, right?
Anybody, that's okay,
Yeah.
Tim. It's
Maybe
okay.
I'm better on the nachos. You know, with the cheese and all.
No cheese. No.
No?
No. I think we're good.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate all the help, though.
No, not a problem. Hey, I am excited about it being Oscar weekend and all, you know, movies. And have you heard about that one movie that's getting all the buzz about the billboard in Missouri?
The 3 billboards in Ebbing, Missouri.
You sure it's 3 billboards? I thought it was just 1. Jay, we're friends, right?
Of course, Tim.
What's mine is yours.
I hope so.
Yeah, and what's yours is mine, right?
Why not?
I knew you'd feel that way, buddy. Check this out. Hey, Jay, what do you think, huh?
Oh, my God.
Is this awesome or what? I'm up on the billboard. Hey, everybody on the interstate up here.
No.
Look up here, it's me.
No,
It's time
don't.
to thread up, y'all. Watch me up here. Bad idea, Jay?
Bad idea, Tim. Bad idea.
Bad idea. Sorry. Yeah, that was probably not my best decision right there.
No, not good.
No.
Not good.
I should stick to working concession stand.
Maybe not that either,
Nah?
Tim.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, I'll find something. I mean, it's Oscar weekend. I mean, we're talking movies. And last week we shared with our viewers the story of John Smith. It's in a book called The Impossible. And John fell through the ice on St. Louis Lake here in St. Louis, Missouri. But we just really scratched the surface of that story last week. We wanted to give you a little more insight into the tapestry of miracles that came together to make that one miracle happen.
I called him and not knowing that he was on the ice.
My family always ends phone calls with "I love you," and she said "I love you," and I said "I love you too."
And then when I hung up, about 3 seconds later, I fall in.
That lake is pretty much 50 feet deep and a muddy bottom. He went down in the one area that was 10 feet deep with a rocky bottom.
But at this point in time, he was dead. He'd been under the water for over 15 minutes, lifeless. He had icicles on him, and he was gray and just nothing. And I said, Holy Spirit, please come and give me back my son. And I prayed that prayer, and within moments of that time, there was a heartbeat. And so Dr. Garrett, who just happened to be the, leading person in the area on hypothermia and drowning, was the one that examined John.
And he wasn't even supposed to be there that day.
He said, John has no brain activity. His lungs are not working properly. His heartbeat cannot be sustained without life support. I said, what you just said to me, this will not be spoken in my son's room. Nothing negative will be like this. If you have this to say, you take it outside because my son is going to live. And I walked out of the room. That was our battle plan, and that's what we stood on, that God can do the impossible. Over the next 16 days, we sat and watched God do miraculous things in John's body.
We prayed for his lungs. I turned around and I saw 2 angels in the room that were literally floor to ceiling. You could see their face. They had a shield, they had a sword. If you live in the Midwest, your lungs would never be sterile. All the stuff we breathe, the pesticides, all of that. And they just go, you would not believe this, John's lungs are completely sterile.
God had just totally healed his lungs. And 7 days later, we walked out of the hospital, literally, not in a wheelchair. John walked out of the hospital totally healed.
One of the things the doctors would go on to say, Dr. Garrett, we cannot find another case like John's. There's no way to explain it. There's no way to replicate it. It's a complete miracle.
This world needs hope. This world needs a little bit of peace. And that story right there is proving that God is still alive and God is in the miracle working business. And he brought me back to life for a reason. And I don't know what that purpose is yet. I'm only 17. I'm still trying to figure that out on the daily. But I do know I want to become a pastor one day. I want to share God's word, and I want to live for him every day.
What an amazing story. And there's so much more to it. The book is called The Impossible, and they're making it into a motion picture now so that more people can be encouraged by this amazing story. Can't wait to see it. My sister and I used to always joke that my father ruined us for movies at a young age, in a good way. So we'd go to a film with the family, and my father, no matter what the film was, whether it be Bambi or Star Wars, when it was over, he'd always ask us, who was the Christ figure in the film? Every movie. And when you get to be a teenager, then it'll earn you a lot of cool points when you go see Rocky with your buddies and you're talking about, hey man, I loved it when Rocky and Apollo Creed were racing on the beach, or I loved it when Rocky was fighting Clubber Lang, and then you go, hey, who do you think the Christ figure was in the film? And they're like, what? But I'm so thankful that my father did that, because what it did is it taught me how to see Christ in all things, in all of life. In Genesis, it says that we were created in God's image, which means we were created to bear his image in the world. And then in Jesus' prayer in John chapter 17, when he's praying to the Father and he says of his peeps, he says, they are not of this world just as I am not of this world. But then he goes on to say, as you have sent me into the world, I have sent them into the world. You see, God's people were never called to find a hiding place from the world, but to find their unique launching pad into it. Chris found his. He found a way to love on folks by investing in his community, never minding the naysayers, and just loving on people by investing in people. How about Robin? She's doing her thing by helping children who are going through some sort of struggle. She gives them hope and encouragement and strength and hope in the midst of it. And how about Cambridge? Their whole goal is to glorify God by enriching the lives of everyone they come in contact with. And what better place to do that than right there in the workplace? And look at the impact it's having on their people. It's amazing. It's what we're called to do. We're called just to love the next person who crosses our path. And your path is going to look different than my path, but that means you're able to touch other folks that I'll never be able to have in contact with. It reminds me of my friend Tracy and her mom. Tracy's mom believed in me at a young age, and I was living foul, and she knew it, but she always encouraged me and called me to be more. And when we were going to spring break our senior year, she knew I wasn't able to go because I couldn't afford the plane ticket, but she said, I want a car down there, will you drive it? That's an 18-year-old Timmy Zell that she's trusting to drive a car 13 hours. to South Padre Island. It wasn't so much that she wanted a car there, she wanted me to be able to go. And she wanted to show trust in me. She'll never know what kind of impact that had on me. Amazing. And now I can look back on my life and think of all the many angels unaware, completely unaware of the amazing impact they had on my life. I look back at the movie of my life and there are a lot of Christ figures I can point out. How about you? Well, that brings us to the end, but not the end. You know what I'm talking about. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow creeps in this petty place from day to day. Out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow. A poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage and is heard no more. It's a tale full of sound and fury, told by an idiot, to him signifying nothing. Run, me, run! Serpentine! Gotcha.
Spot Media Production Group.